48 degrees and clouds. I thought we were walking. And then we come outside to feed the kitties and it's raining.
Yeah, I got my headlight on because you're supposed to have your lights on when it's raining.
That's funny. You do have your little headlight on. All right, well, go get the paper before it gets you and it get any more wet. Yeah, this is like the warm before the cold. It's 48 out here. It's really not too bad. I thought we were gonna walk and now it's raining again. Hey, bud. Hey, Mr. Man. What you doing? No, they don't have anything over here that you don't have. Can you not eat your food? And please don't get wet, even at 48 degrees. Hi. Yes, that's Stripe. He would like to say hello to his mama. Hey, bud. I'll have to check the radar. See how much rain we're really gonna get before I call the walk for now. Don's actually planning on working some today. This is going to be his one day. He needed to knock something out. I wish Michelle and her family a safe trip up to Pittsburgh area, Pennsylvania. Bummed we're not getting together today, but we'll get together. Just not today. Johnny does have Taekwondo tonight. It'll be his last class of the year. And they'll start back again after the new year. The masters always take off the week in between Christmas and New Year's. Well-deserved break for them. So I want to report that the Christmas update went on both cars this morning. It must have come in overnight. Well, maybe it could have come in late in the evening because on the way home from the Christmas lights last night, my phone was acting funny and I rebooted it. And when I rebooted it, it never came back up. It went to the Apple logo and it stayed on the Apple logo for over 15 minutes. So I started reading, what do I do to fix that? And I tried to get it to reboot itself again and it just hung again. And so when I got home, I hooked it up. Hey, Stripe. I hooked it up to my MacBook and got it into recovery mode. And I tried an update of the operating system, which retains everything on the device. And the update failed and it said I had to restore it, which means I had to wipe the phone. So hi Stripe. I wiped the phone and thankfully it rebooted after that, and it asked me about my backups, and I had one from the 19th, so like there was one day without a backup. Maybe it has to do with when I'm plugged in long enough for it to do its thing on the Wi-Fi. But anyway, by the time I went to bed, it had backed up enough stuff that my phone was quite usable and I could make phone calls again, and was downloading my photos and videos, like all 60,000 photos on my phone or some incredible amount. So I lost my car key for Jules, and I didn't know until this morning to, re-put the password back in for the Tesla app. But yeah, a little bit of heartache last night with my phone, as you can imagine. I lost photos and videos I took at Joe's house on the phone and at Roger's Family Lights on the phone. And I actually took more on the phone at both of those locations because the iPhone does such a good job at night and the vlogging camera is kind of questionable at night. So I lost some stuff. Considering what I could have lost, I'm pretty darn happy with how Apple recovered my phone. I think what happened is I had just saved probably a really huge Insta360 file from going through the Holtz Road light show. And I was gonna work on that 360 editing. And I think the phone filled up. I wasn't on Wi-Fi. It didn't transfer properly over to iCloud, and that it couldn't function anymore. I'm just guessing that's what happened. It had something to do. So Insta360, 3 to 4 minute videos, okay, but I won't be trying no 10-minute video with my phone again, because it was pretty painful and upsetting last night with my phone. But anyway, now that you know all of that about my phone, glad to know Apple was able to get my phone back working in under an hour, for sure under 2 hours. And this morning it's totally done restoring my phone from iCloud. Well worth the little bit extra I pay to have the iCloud backup But the short story is, the happy news is that I believe we have V11, the holiday update, the merge stuff, the good stuff on both cars. Actually, I have my phone. I should be able to unlock it in Jules and take a look. Well, for starters, it's making all this racket. Okay, figured out how to turn that off. I went here expecting the stuff to be here where I can get to it, and now it's over here. I don't like that. I'm just right away. What's the passengers got to reach all the way over there now? I don't know. And then they split this up, so, and trip. I don't know that I think that's so great, but you know, I'll get used to it. Every time they change the UI, I'm not for most of these UI changes I normally don't like. So this, I can make it go away. Yeah, I can see I'm going to be wanting to be making that go away a lot. Well, I had the software release up, the notes, before I had to go, I want the release notes, before I had to figure out how to turn off the sound. We were listening to a FM station at a Christmas light show last night. Okay, so it is 2022.44.25.5, which is 69.25, I guess. And yeah, there's minor fixes. Let's see. I'm looking. I was big bold words. We've merged the highway and city stack. I don't know. Right this minute, I'm not seeing that it says that it's done that. Talks about slow down for pedestrians. So there's a lot of, I mean, the release notes are extensive for FSD, so I'll need to, yeah, the suspension thing, I understand. Was it not going to jump down to that section? Okay, I thought usually it pops down to that section. A lot of times it repeats the text. Well, here's part of what some of us care about. Apple Music ad. This is the dog mode improvement where you can see the live camera view with dog mode enabled. I guess when I get out, I'll go ahead and turn dog mode on, and then we'll go see if we can't see inside the car. Scheduled light show, climate control, fan speed. What did they do here? Oh yeah, you can change the fan speed and still be on auto. There's the My Cue stuff. That's way cool. Auto turn signals. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that's better. Mahjong is some game that everybody got, even if you didn't get the Steam stuff, because we're not going to get Steam, obviously, on either car. The track mode for Dawn's car, because it is a performance Model Y. Confirm phone call transfer. This was the one Dawn's really waiting for. Active phone calls from a mobile device connected to the vehicle via Bluetooth will now request confirmation before transferring audio to the vehicle. So when we come back from our walk, if Don's on a conference call and he approaches the car won't steal the call and cause him all kinds of trouble. Because between the environmental park and the house, Don doesn't want the car to grab his call. It might be fine if he's going to be in the car for an hour. So that will be awesome. Hopefully that works great. Contact lookup. Okay. Hopefully that's better. We don't, either one of us, make many calls, and we certainly don't make too many calls from the car. Media controls are closer to the driver for easy access. Swipe up to access recent and favorites and sources. Swipe left or right to also access trips and tire pressure information. So that'll be great for Don. He'll be trying to see the tire pressure, and he'll be getting the controls for the media. Yeah, emissions testing. So now we can fart I assume when the car's in park at people outside the car. It does say mobile app 4.15.0. So make sure that your app has been updated. You might need to go update it. Always rainbows. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. So we didn't have anything .44. So camera-based detection. Okay. Gonna use external cameras in addition to vehicle sensors to know there's a Sentry event. New language support for tie. It's possible some of these were new to Jules too, because I think we were on not this. But anyway, so it looks like we got a good bit of the holiday stuff on Jules. Not the steam, but maybe everything else on Jules. Ruby's not going to have all of this stuff. So let's go see what Ruby's got that's different. Alright, Ruby has the update on 2. And let's see the things we care about. So she got Apple Music. She got Mahjong. Mahjong? I'm really not familiar with that game. It's too similar to Mojang. Confirm call transfer, contact lookup, exclude automatic door opening at home, which is a feature that was just rolling out to Model X cars. No way. I think that's where I care about it more than anywhere else. I mean, yes, if Don has the key fob on him and he walks into the garage, he hates it when the door pops open sometimes. He's just learned to walk on Jules' side. But on the other hand, if it didn't open when I came out with my purse and my phone and my coffee and my water bottle, and no, there's no way I would use that. So thanks, but no thanks. Emissions testing mode and always rainbows. So obviously I would not have the stuff that had the cabin camera involvement, because there's no cabin camera in this car. This car's too old to have a camera. Cabin camera. I'm trying to pull up the list from Jules that I took on my phone. So Ruby cannot participate in scheduled light show. I don't know why, but she can't. She did not get that. I mean, how can you have a Model X that can't participate in scheduled light show? I'm annoyed. Let's see, what else did she not get? I'm trying to get to the other screen. Obviously, the media controls didn't move, thank God. And no emissions testing. Oh, it just says emissions testing mode via the mobile app. Because I guess that's inside the car, so she did get that. No MyQ. So, we have a MyQ on Ruby's side, but she did not get that. And no climate controlled fan speed for auto. Why would they not have? That's sort of like weird. So no scheduled light show, no climate controlled fan speed, no MyQ. They did not change the way the turn signals work. Didn't do media controls. And obviously neither car got steam. I'm not sure what else we're missing because I can't see, but well, I guess I'm disappointed about the scheduled light show not being included for Ruby. That's disappointing. And I probably don't really care. I'm not feeling too pouty about the other things. Maybe the MyQ would have been nice, but that thing is loud. The little thing that we have, I don't know how it works on the built-in doors, but the little thing that we have is that light is kind of bright and it's kind of slow and it's kind of loud with all that safety stuff on it. So I probably wouldn't have used it. I would have liked to have demoed it though. All right, well, maybe we'll get out a little bit later today. It's kind of frustrating. Well, I know we're driving to town tomorrow to go to Whole Foods to get a standing rib roast, a fresh one for Christmas dinner. Yeah, we set up a pickup at Whole Foods for noon-ish. They're not very fussy about the exact time you show up. It's so busy up there, they can't keep track of who's a few minutes earlier, a few minutes. They basically will cut the piece of meat once you go talk to the butcher, but they will have made sure they had a piece set aside for you, is how it works. And it's not like they've cut it and it's ready. The butcher will reconfirm how many ribs I want, and we'll go from there. But anyway, if we don't get a chance to test it out today, Don will be driving with me up to Cary tomorrow, and we'll definitely get a chance to test it out tomorrow. So, there you have it. Well, Don's got quite the company in here today while he's working. And I
do?
You do. Yeah, both of them are keeping you. Not keeping me company, but they're keeping you company. Yeah. So Don's plugging along. I've been doing my computer stuff and enjoying my lights. I guess one of the reasons why I didn't put the tree up this year, and there were several, is because I have been enjoying the lights in the new piece of furniture, with those Christmas decorations a lot, and it's not like we don't have any trees. So, hi guys. It has been pouring, and we've had quite a few rumbles of thunder. There was a lull when I fed the cats, which was great. And I looked at the radar, and we made a no-go decision on the walk because even though there was a lull, it looked like it was gonna start pouring, and sure enough, it's started pouring. Would you guys like to come over and see me? Hi. Hello. Come on, Panther. They're probably a little frustrated because of the thunder. Panther. Come on, buddy. Gray. Either one of you guys, I'm sitting. I have a hand, a free hand. I have fingers for rubbing. I do. Okay, my buddy came over. Gray's still thinking about it. You know you could come too. Okay. Hi. Good boy, Panther. I'm headed to Guardian Angel because this is my last chance to go before Christmas. It's Thursday. I have an hour before my files are where I need them so I can work on yesterday's video the way I want to be with all the files I need. And Dawn's working and Johnny's still snoozing, so it's now or never. Hopefully I can park close, there won't be a lot of people. Ruby does have her lights on. Of course, that doesn't mean anything. I think she's just trying to tell me it's too dark out here to, you know, not have them on. It doesn't necessarily mean they're on because she's smart enough to know that it's raining. And there, I've turned on the wipers now. I won't obviously be able to test anything on full self-driving because she's going to tell me that bad weather is detected. And in this case, it's probably actually bad enough that, you know, it might not be a good idea to actually run with it. So, turn rainbow on. Command not understood. Well, but I want the rainbow. How do I get the rainbow? It should be that intuitive, Elon. But more importantly, ho, ho, ho. Thank you. One of my friends was telling me this morning it plays the song. See, this is how much rain we're having right now. Like flooding amounts of rain, like flash flood. If you do it in park, it plays the song. If you do it while you're driving, it doesn't. And I don't get the sleigh bells with the turn signals either, having started it while I was already in motion. But I have Santa mode. Ho, 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 Santa. I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of elves today. I'm sure we'll see some reindeer, though. Well, all I can say is I'm glad Dawn and I didn't decide to go for a walk in that lull in the rain because we would have got caught in it, and it's too cold to get caught in it today. And I sure hope tomorrow morning's wind dries things out a little bit before it gets frigid, because assuredly there's going to be some ice forming on some surfaces due to this heavy rain. You know, probably not the road, but that doesn't mean sidewalks and places it goes across the trail and grass and other areas where animals might be trying to sleep, and it's just not, I'm not thinking this massive rain right before the freeze is all that great. A typical timing for here, we get the rain and then we get the cold air, very typical. But God, can you imagine how much snow this would be if they had hit at the same time? Whoa. Not as crowded as usual, but plenty crowded. Well, all Christmas is 50% off, so I was kind of expecting that. I'm not walking around today, guys. I'm not. I'll take this buggy out of the entranceway here, though. There are just a ton of new Christmas linens, placemats and napkins and hand towels, and wow, for this late in the season. I'm definitely missing my partner in crime. We should be getting a picture with the big tree today. Well, the heavy rain has let up a little bit. It's still raining. I left my cart with my stuff up on the curb. I'll just pull up. I didn't want to have to push the cart back, and I couldn't quite carry everything. Not that I have that much, but one of the items is bulky. And yeah, I didn't shoot too much in there. A couple pictures. I missing Michelle, and then I found out Miss J, the nice older lady that's been working the jewelry counter for the last year, fell and broke her hip. And apparently she's had pneumonia set in after the COVID that she had. She's over the COVID, but she's not over the pneumonia. Boy, Ruby looks great with that rainbow window. Remind me never to get my windshield replaced. And that really made me sad that Miss J is sick. I have her phone number, so I texted her saying hi. God, she's in the hospital waiting to be well enough to go into rehab for the hip. She's too sick to leave the hospital to go to rehab. That makes me sad. Please be okay. That was no little rain we had this morning. That was a bunch of rain. I don't know how much, but it was a bunch. You can see it over here on the other side and hear it too. So Don put up a cardboard block up here for Panther and Gray to try to block the wind. And I've got the crates ready. If I feel like somebody's not doing well, I can crate them in the garage. I've got the crates ready to go. Well, and I want to put up one more piece of Bisqueen on the cat hotel. If we can find those free shower curtains that came, I'd like to do that.
I know what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah, this is it's supposed to be like 40-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, we're worried about tomorrow night into Saturday until the wind dies down. The cold is a problem, but the wind chill.
Well, I was worried about it blowing the cardboard loose.
Yeah,
Put the
more secure. Yeah, we've put some cardboard up here other winters. If we have snow, it keeps the snow off the front porch. It gives them a place to be that's not wet.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but we're playing it by ear, making some preparations. Like I said, I've got crates ready to go. I cannot possibly crate everyone really and for any serious amount of time, but whoever looks like they're not doing good or is easier to crate and I can just deal with them better, well, I don't want this happening at Christmas. It's a little traumatic.
Yeah.
Gray and Panther got scared down, but they'll come back.
Oh yeah, they'll be back.
They'll be back.
I'm done messing around.
Okay. I just dropped Johnny off at Taekwondo. Like I said this morning, this is the last one for the year. A friend asked me today if I was enjoying not running back and forth to downtown Raleigh every day, or how was I feeling about it. And it's like life seems everywhere every bit as hectic not driving back and forth to downtown Raleigh as it has been driving back and forth to downtown Raleigh. So I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it is. And yeah, I'm doing okay. Just been busy. So Don did get a piece of I think he used an old shower curtain that we had as a painter's cloth to block one side of the cat hotel. It just stapled I guess he used the washers, but he sort of stapled it up onto the one side. It's the side behind, the side farthest from where I ever show you. Toward the side of the house. And I guess we're going to revisit in the morning if we wanted to try to put up more wind block on the other side. I don't know, as bad as they're talking, I just want to believe they're a little wrong. I'm not saying it's not going to be cold or it's not going to be windy, but they have many a time before said how bad it will be and it not gotten anywhere near as bad, so I want them to be wrong this time too. They've frequently been wrong, and I realize as cold as it is for people and pets, it could be life-threatening here, especially when we're not used to it. So the front porch looks good. I'll just play it by ear. I may not be getting a lot of sleep Christmas Eve or tomorrow night, 2 nights in a row especially. May not be getting a lot of sleep. Worried about kitties, taking care of kitties, hanging out with distressed kitties if I have to crate them or something. I probably was crating, the garage isn't going to be great temperature, but Don, it will be heating it and it will be warm enough to not be life-threatening in the garage. So Well, if I crate somebody, the crate will probably stay out there if they're distressed. That way we can try to get some sleep in the house. I don't know. I'm worried. I'm more worried than I want to be on Christmas weekend. I'm headed into Walmart. I need a tub of cat litter. Dusty's going through a lot of cat litter, and I need another chicken for the kitties to cook. I'm worried about us losing power tomorrow. 40, 45 mile an hour wind gusts, and the tree's all wet, and there's a potential for power outages tomorrow, and I don't think they'll start working on it until Saturday because they're not going to go up while it's windy, and the wind's supposed to be. So if we get to 10 o'clock tomorrow night and we haven't lost power, I will be counting my blessings. So just one more thing to worry about. Well, I have on my chef Crocs, my closed toe, kitchen bottom anti-slip. So I'm gonna walk into Walmart. Oh, Miss J from Guardian Angel, she responded to me. She called me actually, and she sounds in good spirits, but it's gonna be several weeks before she gets to go back home and in the hospital and in rehab. I offered to run to the store for her. I go past her house coming and going from downtown, so I offered if she needs somebody to run errands, drop stuff off at the house, pick up food stuffs or whatever. I offered to help with that, so we'll see. She does have family helping, but it was good to hear from her because I told you guys earlier today I was a little bummed up at Guardian Angel to hear she'd broken her hip, and I was really worried about her. I need to update Michelle.
If it was cleaned out too.
There was a police officer parked up near Ruby when I came out. I always appreciate that. No sentry events. That's good. There's a train crossing right now, so rushing here wouldn't help me go very far. Walmart was frustrating, but a nice, polite, smiling young man that after a 10-minute search helped me get some cat food off the top of the shelving unit. Earned a thank you and a happy holiday and a sincere appreciation on my part. Probably going through just a little bit of extra food right now with Dusty. So picking up an extra case that they actually had, albeit up top, where it was empty down below, was good. I needed a chicken and they did not have one, so I will have to stop somewhere tomorrow to get a chicken. I am out of chicken again. So Andy texted me today and said that the font was now super big. I guess the very next turn is super big, but the rest of it doesn't look particularly big, and I would like the next one to stand out. I'm very glad on Ruby that they have not split the thing into two sections. I like it the way it is. But yeah, the very top one is a super large font now, but not the ones underneath, and not split, which again, thank you for not splitting it on my car.